Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stafford Springs, Connecticut. It's Stafford Motor Speedway for tonight's running of the FTSR Late Model Stock Tour Summer Sizzler 75. And a little something different here on Full Throttle Television. We're going to do some late model racing here on some short tracks across the next couple of weeks, and we're going to have some fun with it for sure. Looking forward to some tight quarters, beating and banging, late model action here, especially tonight at Stafford. They're in qualifying right now. Hot laps have been completed, and we're getting ready to run here at Stafford Speedway. Again, Stafford Springs, Connecticut. We're up north here tonight to run some great racing action here. Let you guys know, I will be the lone broadcaster tonight, doing it on my own here, but we're going to try to talk to some drivers as well as we go throughout the night. I got plenty of people to talk to, storylines, things to talk about, and hopefully some great racing action to watch as well. So we're going to look at the, if I can find it, we'll talk about the event format. So tonight, what they're doing right now, 2 laps of qualifying for everybody. Qualifying sets the heat lineup, and then you'll have heat racing. And I believe we'll have 2 heats here tonight. Each heat will be 10 laps apiece, no cautions, and the top 4 of each heat will advance to the main event. Then we'll do our LCQs, which I think we'll only have a single LCQ. 15 laps, again, no cautions, but the top 8 advance to the main. Now, we have a smaller field here tonight, so everybody will advance to the main event, so there will be nobody going home tonight. Then we've got the main event, 75 laps. Cautions are enabled. The top 12 are inverted based on the way they transferred from the LCQ. So big inversion there. You see some of the fast guys come from the back to the front. And one note, there is 1 set of tires available for everybody during the main event. They can come in and take tires whenever they wish. So that'll always kind of mix things up a bit as well. Now, we've had some pretty clean racing here the last couple of weeks here at the Full Throttle Sim Racing Late Model Series. So no surprise that we're going to see some clean but close quarters short track racing action here. Let's see as they finish up qualifying here. Looks like Richie Coy's right now on the pole. Let's see if I can pull up the results. Well, here are the results for practice. Fred Moreau on top, Nicholas Moreau second, Richie Coy third. Those are the guys you'll kind of want to watch here. In qualifying, it's kind of evident as well. But Richie Coy right now sitting on the pole. As we finish up qualifying here, we'll see if he sticks around for that. And as I say that, Fred Moreau clocks in with a 19.37, taking the pole away from Richie Coy at the last minute. So again, we're looking forward to some interesting close quarters racing here tonight at Stafford Speedway. Give you guys a look at the track description here, if I can pull it up. Stafford Springs is a flatter track for sure. You'll see some of the guys utilizing the apron to kind of get the car to turn. Kind of a cool night. It will cool off as we go throughout the evening here, so it's going to get a little bit cooler, a little more grip for the guys. And you're going to see them kind of sliding around a little bit too as well as the tires kind of go away. Again, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight as I finish up qualifying. We should be about ready to get into our first heat, which I believe will be the odd numbered cars. Got a couple of new guys here tonight. We'll talk about them as we get into the heat racing, but got a Mark Miller, Dale Miller. Those guys having good qualifying runs. Timothy Wells. You got Curtis Miller as well. So welcome to those guys. And some of your favorites, Fred Moreau, Nicholas Moreau, Richie Coy. But so we are getting ready, and we are about ready to start our first heat here tonight. And on pole for heat one is going to be Fred Moreau. Nicholas Moreau, I believe it's brothers, he will start on the outside of row one. You got Tony Solari starting in row two on the inside. On the outside of him is going to be the 31 of Dale Miller. Good looking paint scheme there. Brian Bliss starting in row three on the inside. Curtis Miller to the outside of him. And that's going to be your starting lineup. 6 cars here, 10 laps going for the heat win. And remember, heat races also score points here. So this is going to be a good chance for the top 3 to score some points towards the championship. Let's get a look at the 5 and 15 cars. These cars are, the Moreaus always have some really good looking paint schemes here. We're also going to be able to give you guys some onboards here. If we onboard the number 5 of Nicholas Moreau here. Here's Tony Solari's onboard camera. And then also looking back off the back of Tony Solari's car, looking back at, I believe, Brian Bliss back there in the 3 car. Sun is setting. Cars are rolling here at Stafford Motor Speedway. We're ready to get some racing action going here. 10 laps to set the finishing order of heat race number 1. Through 3 and 4. I believe they'll get a another pace lap here in. These are some good looking cars too. They look really awesome here on iRacing. Did a good job with these cars. Getting ready for the start. In the start zone, and we are green here. Heat race number 1 is underway. Fred Moreau gets a good jump. Tony Solari right on his bumper as we go into turn. Oh, Tony Solari gets turned.
Caution, caution.
And we do have a caution. And our ticker is broken. But I guess we do have cautions. Caution laps do not count. And looks like somebody just got a little too anxious getting into the corner there. We'll look at it and see exactly what happened here. Tony checks up and looks like that Dale Miller just gets into the corner a little too hot there. Tony checks up. He tries to dive to the bottom and Just no hole. Reload things here. Hopefully we are able to get our ticker working again. See if we can look at that again. Right on board with the Tony Solari. Just that little contact right around. No real contact with anybody. See if we can ride around on with Dale Miller here. Just see kind of what he saw. Dives down to the inside to get that inside lane. Just a little bit of check, just a little bit of contact and check up there, and that's all it takes. So your leader here, Fred Moreau. Slow start to the heat race number 1. Fred Moreau leads. Nicholas Moreau second. Dale Miller third. Brian Bliss fourth. Tony Solari slides back to fifth after that contact. I believe Curtis Miller. Oh, there he is. Curtis Miller showing a lap down for some reason. Maybe you missed a start. I'm not sure. Pace car lights are off and we're single file here. Single file restart.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
And they will do that if we get a caution within the first lap of a restart. So single file restart here. Fred Moreau leads. Nicholas Moreau right behind. The Moreau brothers taking control. Dale Miller back here in third. Coming off turn 2. You got Brian Bliss and Tony Solari making up your top 5. Fred's starting to eke out a little bit of space here. Only 3 laps to go at the line. I'm sorry, it was 4 now. 3 laps to go. Our ticker was off a little bit. Again, apologies. We do not have that the running order up there for some reason. Well, our lap to go is jumping around a good bit. Both Fred and Nick kind of pulling away from third place Dale Miller, who's kind of under pressure from the 3 of Brian Bliss. On board here with Brian Bliss as he tries to track down the 31 of Miller. Looking back at Tony Solari trying to run him down. Beautiful sunset here tonight. You see Dale Miller using all of that apron, and Brian Bliss kind of staying up a little bit higher on track, trying to get that run off. Brian Bliss looking inside. Dale Miller shuts the door. And not sure. Through 3 and 4, checkered flags out. And Fred Moreau is going to take heat race number 1. Nicholas Moreau second. Dale Miller finishes third. Brian Bliss fourth. And Tony Solari close it quickly, but just ran out of time. Finishes in 5th place. Curtis Miller rounds out your field in 6th. And that'll be the completion of heat race number 1. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into, looks like we got our ticker back, and that's good. We'll jump into heat race number 2 here. Show you the grid for heat race number 2. Richie Coy's going to start on pole. And then Colby Meese is going to start on the outside in the number 2. The number 20 of Mark Miller is going to start 3rd place. Timothy Wells is going to be on the outside of row number 2. Ryan Chapman inside of row number 3, and Michael Blackner is going to round out the field here in 6th spot in the number 22. See if we can pull somebody up from heat race number 1. Let's see if we can talk to Tony Solari. Tony, you got a copy?
Yes, I do. What's happening?
Man, that was a rough start for you in the heat race number 1. How's the conditions out there, and kind of what happened there?
Well, I don't know. First corner, started a race. You know, I mean, we've raced around it enough to know that I take it a little easy. You know, I wasn't going to sail it in there, and man, just got clobbered from behind. It's all good. It's just a heat race.
Absolutely.
But car felt good. You know, otherwise, I'm sure I had a little damage. But yeah, it's going to be a fun race. It's a fun little track.
Well, you know, we talk so much about how tough it is to pass here in these cars anyway, to get a run on anybody. It kind of sucks when you lose track position like that, but I could tell getting into the corner you were trying to stay off the 15, looks like, and 31 dove to the inside and kind of misjudged that.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's all good. It's you know, some of these guys are new too, and you know, hey, again, it's a heat race, so no harm, no foul. Otherwise, I mean, the car feels pretty good. Hopefully, you know, it won't happen. I'm really sad I got to run the the last chance, but I guess more laps for me.
Well, we're getting ready
except for the ones the practice laps that I don't do.
We're getting ready for heat race number 2 here. Looks like Richie Coy out front, teammate of yours. You guys feel pretty good about that setup?
Yeah, it's well, this is Richie's bread and butter anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be. I'm sure he's gonna take it. Colby's looking pretty sharp though.
Yeah, we just took the green flag there. Richie Coy did jump out to a lead. Colby was able to slide into 2nd. Mark Miller 3rd, and Timothy Wells 4th. Oh, look, Colby's looking for the lead. Looking a little spicy here.
Yeah, I gotta actually get tuned in here. I haven't even punched it up yet.
Up. I don't know if we saw the bumper get used there or not, but it was close between the 9, the 2. It says the 2, but he's in the 9. And Mark Miller.
Everybody's pretty much single filed out though. I'm waiting to see Michael Blackner kind of pull through the field. I don't think he took a Q lap though. So.
Yeah, he's tagging on the back of the field. He's been pretty quick here in these races as well.
Yeah, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't take a Q lap. And Chapman, I know back there, it is hard to pass. You almost got to wait for somebody to make a mistake, or you got to get a decent run on somebody. I was trying to outside line a little bit too, and it's just it's hard to get that thing going. I mean, you know, again, somebody's got to have a slip up or whatever for you to really get by him. Slip up in a room.
You say that. That's I noticed some different lines being used. Some guys run a little bit harder in the corner and kind of try to pull the car down across that apron. Is that you know, from my experience, that kind of helps the car rotate a little bit better on exit. Oh, see a little contact there between the 21 and the 17 or 37. Sorry.
Yeah, they were pretty close. I know the 20 got a little out of the groove. It looks like 37 was getting ready to make a move on him, and yeah, didn't come to pass. I don't know. Are they teammates there? Those two?
You talking about Wells and Chapman? I don't believe so. Oh, the 20 and the 37. Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, I don't know some of these numbers. Yeah, Timothy Wells is a 37 and Mark Miller's a 20. So yeah, I don't know if they're teammates or not.
I'll tell you what, the 9 of Meese and Coy have kind of pulled away from this pack. Richie looking pretty strong out there. Colby had a look there early in the race, but it's running solidly in second though.
Yeah, he's if he just he keeps hitting his marks, he's got an easy second going on here, which will be nice for the main for him.
Yep, and some good points as well. Remember, the top 3 get points, top 4 transfer, and this is the battle for the transfer position. The 37 of Timothy Wells has it, and Ryan Chapman wants it.
Yeah, and the 20 is holding up that pack right now, and it is waiting to see that 37 just make a dive down there, maybe even use the bumper a little bit.
Yeah, because if he don't do something, he's going to end up getting past it.
Yep.
He's
Oh,
worried.
here he goes.
Oh.
20 got a little loose there, and 37 just didn't have the run to capitalize.
This is the last lap. Last lap here. Last chance here. Turns 3 and 4. Looks like they're all going to finish where they're running right here.
Yep.
And it's going to put Timothy Wells through to the main. Ryan Chapman and Michael Blackner running to the LCQ, which you were involved in. So, Tony, I'll let you go. Thanks for hanging out with us, and good luck in the race.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Tony Solari driving the number 11 there. Getting set up for the last chance qualifier. Actually going to start on the pole. We're going to look at the grid here. Tony Solari on pole. Ryan Chapman, who we just saw running, will start second. Curtis Miller third. Michael Blackner fourth. You're going to have a 4-car, 15-lap LCQ to set the starting lineup for the main event. Now, remember, everybody here transfers, and everybody knows this, so there's no immediate danger for these guys. They just need to have a good, solid race here. Let's get a look at Stafford Motor Speedway here in Stafford Springs, Connecticut. Nice venue, nice place to visit. Track kind of built in a neighborhood, or I think the track was probably here before the neighborhood, but you got to go through some neighborhood streets to get to it. Kind of a cozy setting for sure. Been up there once, and kind of a nice place to visit. Old school track, got the guardrails. The old style guardrails, as you see right there, and then the concrete barriers down the straights. All right, so we're going to have an LCQ here. Again, 15 laps for these guys to kind of set where they're going to start in the main event. Again, the main event being 75 laps. And again, remember too, in the 75 lap feature, you do have one set of tires to use. So you will use them wisely. If we get a caution, I would be surprised to see some people take those. I would not be surprised to see some people stay out. Coming around for the green flag. Tony Solari leads them. Ryan Chapman on his outside, and we are green here at Stafford. 15 laps to set your starting position. And like Tony said, really some extra practice for these guys as well. Oh, you see some close racing. Ryan Chapman looking to the inside. Riding on board with Ryan Chapman here. Tony Solari kind of pulls off the corner there. Looking back from Tony Solari. Again, our ticker's going crazy, so apologies there. Does not like the heat racing. Tony's starting to edge it out over Ryan Chapman. Michael Blackner's up to third. He's got some pressure from behind with Curtis Miller hot on his tail, but Blackner makes the pass. Ooh, it looks like Curtis Miller maybe tagged the wall a little bit there off turn 4. Everybody's kind of sorted out now. Tony Solari first, Ryan Chapman second, Michael Blackner third, Curtis Miller running fourth. So right on board with Ryan Chapman here. As he kind of works his way through the corner. See him using a lot of apron there. Kind of gets the car, like I said, gets the car turning. It's kind of a home track for Ryan Chapman, talking about wanting to run here tonight. From Westbrook, Connecticut. I'd say right down the street, but I really don't know the relation to Stafford Springs. But again, Stafford Springs itself, being up there, it's a nice little cozy town in itself. Getting the work done here, though. Currently running second. Ooh, he gets loose. Michael Blackner's on the charge, trying to. You see a lot of correction there from Michael Blackner. Trying to get that car turned, rotated in the middle, gets on the gas, and it seems like it doesn't want to respond to what he's doing there. Five laps to go here. Tony Solari's sizable lead. The race now is for second. Tony about 2 seconds ahead of this battle. As you see Ryan Chapman have some issues off turn 4. It's going to make Michael Blackner think he might have a shot here. 4 laps to go. 3 laps to go here. Ooh, Blackner way up the track. Tires are giving up already after 10 laps. Pushing hard. Again, apologies there. We're on the final lap. And checkered flags out. Tony Solari is going to take home the victory in the last chance qualifier. Ryan Chapman second, Michael Blackner third, and Curtis Miller will finish fourth in the LCQ. Now these guys are going to take some hot laps here for about 5 minutes. Get tuned in and get ready to go here for the main event, the feature race, the 75 lap Summer Sizzler 75 here at Stafford Springs, Connecticut. Going to take a break as well. We'll leave you guys with this. We'll be right back after this. And we're back here at Stafford Springs, Connecticut, Stafford Motor Speedway for the FTSR Late Model Stock Tour, the Summer Sizzler 75. Kind of a tongue twister there. Here at Stafford Motor Speedway. Sky is starting to get a little darker. Sun's starting to set now as we're going to kind of get some cooler temperatures. And but the racing is going to be heating up here. We're going to see if we can talk to and grab the second place finisher in heat race number 2. See if we can move him up here. Mr. Colby Meese. Colby, you got a copy?
Yep, I do.
All right, Colby, you had a good run in heat race number 2. Almost looked like you tried to make a move early on there on Richie Coy, but other than that, a solid finish there.
Yeah, I tried. The car's just a little bit too slidey right now. I don't know if it's running it too deep or it's the weather. Hopefully we can find our way to the front, though.
It's funny you mentioned weather. We were just talking about that. It's going to get a little bit cooler here. Temperatures are going to continue to go down. What do you expect the car to do based on that information?
Get looser. From what I've seen, plenty of guys are already going to be sliding, so it's going to make it more of a slip and slide.
Oh, slipping. That's good news for us watching anyway. I don't know about you guys out there on track, but yeah, you look fast. You look really consistent out there as well. Like I said, look, you had a shot at Richie there early on. You kind of hung with him through the race. I mean, tire wear too. I mean, again, with the way tire wear kind of works out and having a set of tires in the pits, what's your strategy going into the race?
Try to be as fast as I can on the same set, and if it comes down to me needing a new set, just go in and take them. I'm not too worried about fuel. Just trying to stay up there at the top. Fast guys.
Absolutely. Well, Kobe, good luck out there. Looking forward to seeing what you can do out there. Like I said, look fast in the heat. Looks like you're gonna have a good shot here in the feature race. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Kobe put back where he was there. Kobe Meese, driver number 9, Napa Chevrolet. Thank him for taking the time to talk to us while he's out there on track battling with the 21, trying to get that set tuned in. A slip and slide, he says. We're looking forward to it and seeing what these guys got to deal with sliding around on those tires. It did look a little loose for some of these guys, so we're going to see if tires come into play here. I think the guys they're going to contend with, the Moreau brothers, who look extremely fast, and then Richie Coy in the 19. Brian Bliss just jumped up to 4th place. So Brian Bliss looking like he's got a little speed here in the number 3. We're sliding around though. It's gonna get interesting. They run 10 laps in the heats and 15 laps in the last chance, but now you're gonna go 75 laps, and you don't really know what the car's gonna do after that first 20 or so laps.
Green, green, green. Caution, sorry, caution, caution. Green flag. Caution's out. What's your car doing, bud?
Yes, sir. Well, as you can imagine, it's pretty dark. Lots of dark. Not much help. I'm going to say a little bit yes. I opted for tires on the last caution just because I don't know how many more we're going to get. But yeah, I think that's a big issue that we're all talking about right now.
Green flag. Caution, caution. How was your forward drive there towards the end of that little run we just did?
Hey, I was just trying to come up here to talk to you. So the official wording is that we are going to officially stop the race as of lap 38. Yeah, that's the halfway. We actually made it to halfway, so the rains came at lap 38. Halfway is an official race. I honestly don't know what happened. Maybe we didn't
Green
quite
flag.
pay the light bill tonight, but yeah, very, very odd. Yeah, I hate to make it that way, but yeah. Car was good. Car was good. We had enough fuel in the car to go the whole way. We were planning on going the whole way with the fuel and the tires. I knew the Moreau guys were going to be really, really tough as they are every week, and they followed me right up through the field. And yeah, we were going to make a run for it. Like I said, the Moreau brothers were right with me. We had a great race last week. We're going to probably have another good battle going on for the next second half of the race here.
Well, I know we saw some pretty good racing with you in the 5. A little contact at times, but some really good close quarters racing with you guys. It was fun to watch while we could.
Yeah, it was good. I was having, as you alluded to the darkness, I was having problems seeing the bottom of the racetrack, and I think I got up into them a couple times, and just I was you couldn't see. I couldn't see my marks at all on the racetrack, so I was aiming for the bottom of the racetrack where there's a yellow line underneath the apron, and it was making the car a little upset. So it was crazy. And then like on lap 38 when we got that yellow, it went pitch black. Couldn't see nothing.
Well, he was doing a good job hanging on the outside too. Pretty good. I mean, he was driving in hard and kind of getting the thing rotated and pointed. I was surprised he was able to use that outside like he was.
Yeah, there's a good outside here. If you could pinch the guys down, you can run up there. And again, I think the darkness, because I was taking it easy because I couldn't see. I think he was using me as his marks to get in the corner, so it might have been a little easier for him. But they're great guys. They're great competitors. I'm glad they came out tonight. I'm glad that we had we had a couple more guys tonight than we did last week. Hopefully, we can continue the trend of going up with the car count.
All right. Well, congratulations again tonight. We'll let you go celebrate. We're gonna go debrief as well. But yeah, great run. Great coming from the back to the front there, and congratulations again.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
All right, tonight's winner, Richie Coy, after a shortened race, shortened by darkness. 38 laps completed, and we had to call it, and Richie Coy is going to take home the win. I can tell you the top 3 was Richie Coy, Fred Moreau, and Nicholas Moreau. Third, we'll have to wait for official wording on the rest of the lineup there. Don't remember exactly where everybody was at that time, so you guys can always check out FTSR.net for the results, full results and standings. And if you want to get involved in some of the short track racing, please come out and support the short track community here. A lot of great racing, a lot of close racing, have a lot of fun, and you guys can be involved in that as well. So for us here at Full Throttle TV, we're gonna end it off tonight. Kind of a short night for us, 38 laps in. Richie Cole, your winner. We'll see you next week as we head to another short track near you. On Full Throttle TV and Full Throttle Sim Racing. Again, if you want to get involved, FTSR.net. Join these guys. Get in the late model series or the trucks or cup series. Come out and have some fun. But until next time, I'm Bernie Hanna signing off for Full Throttle TV. We'll see you next week here on Full Throttle Television.